Well, good morning, magandang umaga, and welcome to today's episode of My PI Dream. Today is Wednesday. It is Wednesday today. And this is what I did yesterday. I put the plants, we picked up some plants down in downtown Lipa. I wanted to do a video with you guys on that one, but remember I told you the parking was so bad, so I kind of like ran right in to this local nursery, and I saw these and I grabbed them. I said, this is exactly what I need, and ran out really quick. Now each one of these that I have inside of here, basically 3 of these made up one, and I separated them because they were just too big to fill inside here. So I picked up 15, which ended up making 45 here, and then we'll pick up some more when we get the rest of the stuff down here. Well, anyway, make a long story short for the intro is we are headed to get some more plants to finish in between here. The ones that go here and here. So we're heading towards Padre Garcia. Of course, there are so many places in that area that have plant nurseries. We're going to go there. And later on this afternoon, if I get the opportunity, I'm probably going to answer a couple of questions, do the question and answer kind of thing. Somebody was asking more things. People keep asking about networking. So maybe we'll be able to address that as well. Plus, we have some guests coming over this afternoon. You remember the folks that did all the ironworks here? Well, we have those folks. We have Grace and her father Otto coming by this afternoon because we have some more requirements, and we're going to talk to them about that as well. Well, let's go ahead and get on the road because it's we haven't even started today's episode, and we're already almost 2 minutes into today's episode. So without further delay, let's get today's video underway. We just stopped real quick on the way going into Rosario, which is where I normally grab a lot of the plants here, in between Padre Garcia. And if you're traveling from Padre Garcia over to Rosario, just before you get into Rosario, there's this plant nursery right here. And I'm going to show you a picture from the road, what it looks like from the road. It's right next to this car wash. The car wash is right here. Squeaky's car wash over here. Anyway, this is the nursery, and he always has something that I like here. And I picked up a couple of plants. Picked up a couple of plants here. There wasn't enough for the type that I wanted, but I can use. He always has something that I like. Anyway, I want you to meet the proprietor, the owner, the shopkeeper here at this plant nursery, and his name is Chris. Hello, tell us a little bit about your business.
Pamilya Trikids Garden po, matatagpuan po sa Barangay San Roque, Rosario, Batangas. Sa sino man pong interesado, pwede po kayong mag-text sa number na ito, 0918-637-2115. At sa mga gusto pong palandscape, pwede rin po. Available po ang Pamilya Trikids Garden.
All right, and he's got some really great prices there. He always gives me a good deal on the plants that he has here. And we always come away with the plant. We always come up with. And who's this little guy right here?
Anak ko po.
Okay, well, we're going to continue looking. We have part of the plant. Well, let me show you what I picked up today. Here, we'll take a look. Now I'm looking for something with color, and I'm looking for something with pula, the color red inside the plants. So we're gonna go, he didn't have it here, so we're gonna go a little bit further on our journey and see if we can't pick it up later on. Anyway, Chris, salamat.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you.
All right, you take care. All right?
Salamat po. Salamat po, ma'am.
So let's head on into Rosario. I brought you here with me before. It was actually owned or co-owned by another man. There was a partnership that went on here, but they split up, and one man went and started the shop, nursery, plant nursery, I think behind the McKilling over here behind me, somewhere back in that area. And the younger of the two, who's actually a designer, he designs these water features. He has this place right here. And this, I'm going to tell you, this shop, and if you go into Rosario, it's just after you leave Rosario, and you are right across the street from McKilling over here. But he has everything, no matter what you want, he has it here. If you remember all those foxtail palms, all those Hawaiian palms that line the front of our yard, we bought them all here. And I'm not going to tell you the prices, because the prices, this is the best place. I will tell you right now, the best price I have gotten, bar none. Better than what I got in Calamba Laguna, better than what I got in Rosario, or the other place in Rosario, Padre Garcia. This is the best that you can get. Let me show you what we're picking up right now, but I want you to look over my shoulder. You can see this guy has the ultimate plants for anything, whether it's like trees or plants. And we even picked up a couple of strawberry plants here. And this is a bonus. He threw this in. This is a chili pepper plant. We ran out of chili peppers. We had one chili pepper plant, and I think the dogs ate it. They didn't eat the chili peppers. If they did, they would probably never bother them again. But this was a bonus. He gave us this as a gift. And we're picking out plants right now. So we need 30. We need 30 plants. So let me show you one of the plants that we picked out that's going to fit in between all those other rows right now. So I think the whiteness will give us a little bit of different color. We got the green and the white, and what I'm looking for something. Remember I said at the last shop, we're looking for something with some red. So that's what we're trying to pick out right now. And I think Ness and I kind of look at these plants of it. Although it's not red, it's kind of a purple. And we're thinking about putting something like this for another row. I think we're probably going to select these. Let me find out what the price is, and if these are good prices, which I know they're going to be a good price. Everything here is a great price. I want you to look at this bamboo. Look at the bamboo over my shoulder right here. And I'm going to go through in just a little bit. We're just going to walk down some of the rows inside here. I want you to see the incredible plants he has to avail here at his nursery. Now before we go around and take a look at some of the plants that this nursery has to offer, I'm going to let you meet and greet with the owner of the nursery here, and he's going to tell a little bit about his stock and hopefully a little bit about his business.
Hello. Ako po si Ryan Toricampo. Ito ang aming garden. It's a rubber tree. May special plants.
And you also do designing of water features.
Yeah, the water features.
So talk about your water features.
Fish pond, lagoon, and other water features.
He actually has a great book, a portfolio of the projects. He showed me that the last time. I don't know if I showed you that as well. But if you're into putting a water feature inside your yard, this is one-stop shopping. This is the plants. And he engineers. He's the designer. He has like a software CAD program that he uses, and he'll sit down with you and he'll show you what your new pond or what your water feature will look like based upon your requirements. Cool place, one-stop shopping. Let's go ahead and take a look a little bit at some of the plants. Hey, thanks so much. We're going to take a look at your plants. Salamat.
Salamat.
Now we plan on doing some bamboo. He has all different varieties of bamboo, and if you put the bamboo in the ground and you put like in a pot, they won't be evasive. And most of these, I believe, the varieties he has here, they're clumping anyway. They're not the ones that are the evasive type and continue and just take over your yard. Now you see back here, these are the Foxtail Palms. These are the ones that we did in our front yard. And the prices here were a fraction of the prices of what we would buy them in the US, and even a very big discount of what we would have paid had we gone up to Calamba Laguna. In the cactus, he has it. If you're into palms, he has palms all over the place. We bought all of our palms from this nursery that we put alongside the foxtail palms in our front yard as well. Now, ever wondered what the foxtail palms look like, the Hawaiian, or what they call the foxtail palm, what they look like as a seedling? This is what they look like as seedlings. Now, I absolutely love this tree right here. It doesn't grow very big. It grows about this size you see right here. And it makes these flowers that look like a bell. Hence the name of this tree is the bell tree. They have a couple of them here. They got this one and they have this one over here. So I really want one of these trees by Nessa's chair, the bench that she has at her Zen garden. So what the owner is going to do, he actually has one that's rooted. You can see. And he's already started the rooting process right here.
Try to plant it.
And then what we're going to do is he's giving us the branch for us to actually start our own plant at Villa Feliz. So we're going to use these. Look at here. You see? So I'm going to ask him exactly what's the best way to do this, and then we'll have. How long does it take to grow to this size? How much time?
5 months.
5 months? 5 months?
5 months.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he said 5 months to go from this to this. Well, I'm excited. I am so excited. This is awesome. Awesome. Great. Thank you. And remember when I said one-stop shopping? This is where I get all my carbonized rice hull, and that's what these bags are right here. And these are an additive, remember? This is the burnt rice hull down here that normally would be thrown away, but it's so rich and it adds nutrients. So he has coconut husk here, and he has the carbonized rice hull. And I always add the rice hull to my mixture of the soil, and it helps with the growth. It gives an added ingredient and makes the soil extremely rich. So I'm grabbing a couple of bags of these today as well. All right, well, now it's time to pay, and we have to head back to Villa Feliz. I just got a text message from Grace and Otto. Remember, they're stopping by, our ironworks people. So we need to meet them back at Villa Feliz. We told them about 1 o'clock, and it's about 12:30 right now. So I think we might be able to get back and make it just in time for us all to meet up together. This is one of the best places that you can get. It's really one-stop shopping for everything that you need right here. All right, well, let's go ahead and head back, and then let's see what the next step of the day is. And I think it has to do with some ironworks.
Galvanized. This is only 3/4.
But we're going to paint, remember?
3/4 only.
Okay.
In galvanized. But stainless, this is stainless. That is one.
Galvanized. We'll use
Galvanized will probably be better, and then
Very
you put a
strong.
primer on it, and we'll paint it black. It's the same way that you did the fence when we were doing the fencing on the outside. Slide in, that will lock it into. You'll when you're doing it.
Ito. Ito parang.
Salamat po.
Parang yun. Parang yun.
Well, I didn't get done all the things I wanted to do today. I was able to get rid of some of the stuff that was in the back of the truck. I was able to plant some of the items that were in the back of the truck. But with our visit from our ironworks folks, Grace and Otto, and then getting some of the stuff inside the ground, I didn't get the main things, which are these. But these are okay. Remember, these are in bags, and I watered them in the back of the truck so they're nice and healthy. And that'll be a project for tomorrow. Tomorrow what we'll do is over here, we'll continue putting these in the planters over here. I am really bushed today. What did I do when I came back? Oh, those two plants, you know, the two bell plants that we picked up at Ryan's place. Well, I looked, he put some, it looked like a coconut peat around it, and what he did, he made it where the coconut peat was supposed to be able to do some rooting. I think we pulled it off the plant way too early, because one of them I kept it on there nice and tight, and I just opened up the bag around it, and then the other one, it kind of fell off a little bit, and I kind of looked and I didn't really see. I think he must have just put that on maybe a week or two ago, and there wasn't not any rooting inside there. But we're going to be optimistic, and we're going to keep an eye on it. Well, this is what they look like right now. Now, I got them in the ground. That one's over there, and this is the one. Ness, I was going to put it over here, but Ness didn't want it detracting. She wanted the center focal point to be her plants over there. She didn't want this plant once it grows a little bit bigger, and I can understand that. But it will still be nice if you're sitting over here and this tree finally does make a nice tree if it grows. I don't know. I'm usually pretty optimistic, but I'm really concerned about it taking root. But we'll keep an eye on it. We'll keep it nice and watered, and we'll see if it comes back to life again. Again, this one over here, the same. We'll keep an eye on that one. So I got those two in. Let's go around and look at the raised bed garden. I put a few things. Remember, we got those two strawberry plants. I put the two strawberry plants in, as well as I put the bonus chili pepper plant. I put that also back into the raised bed to give it a start. And a nice thing about plants, oh, the sprinkler system's on back here, so hopefully we don't get too wet. So yeah, we got the chili plant is right here. I put that in this spot right here. And then the two strawberry plants, I put them where I can walk over here and keep an eye on them here. Now they'll get watered from the sprinkler system you see it's running right now in the backyard. And you hear the pump running down here. So we'll keep an eye on this, and I'll make sure it gets watered really good tonight. Now I'm just going to leave this here. First thing in the morning I'll come out here. It'll be really nice and cool here because the house, the sun rises on the other side. So this is really nice and comfortable and shady first thing in the morning. And I was just looking at the temperatures, and I think it said tomorrow morning it's supposed to be 78 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning here. I forgot what that is in centigrade. Then I will try to get some of these done inside here, try to knock it out. Now, as far as I know, tomorrow is also the weekly Rotary, the Liba South Rotary Club meeting. And I'm anxious to reconnect with my fellow Rotarians, the Brotherhood of Rotarians down there. I gotta check and make sure what time that is. So we'll get as much done tomorrow as possible. Then maybe in the afternoon, if I have time when I come back after that, we will do the thing that I kind of promised I was going to talk about today, which was that networking stuff. Again, going through the house, showing you how the patch panel is set up, and how I did connectivity inside and try to do a good explanation of that. I apologize for not being able to get to that today, but sometimes things catch up on you, and then you just you move it to another time, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to move that topic of discussion until another time, along with some of the questions and answers, maybe like a Bahe Kubo time as well. I'm going to close for today. It was a very successful day again, and it was beautiful. The weather, look at the weather here. A little bit of clouds. We had sun and clouds today, but it's finally starting to calm down and be just like normal Philippine weather without those typhoons and monsoons and crazy weather going through here. Well, again, tomorrow's another day. Hopefully we have some good topics that we can talk about. Oh, let me get out from underneath. I got to get somebody out here to trim these coconuts. I certainly don't want one of those falling on my head. So until tomorrow, if you enjoyed today's video, please give me a thumbs up. Please share. And if you have not subscribed, just click on that little My PI Dream heart in the bottom right hand side of your screen. You'll be subscribed and you'll be notified the next time I upload a new video. So until such time, you have a wonderful and blessed day. If you enjoyed today's episode and you would like to see more just like these, just click on one of the helpful links over to your right and you might be able to pick up on some good information on DIY projects, how to, or if you are interested in moving to the Philippines and building, you'll find answers there as well.